My name's Ranty, and I am still
complete moron. Flat earthers, also known as flirfs, often defer back to an old saying in the community that they are truthers looking for truth. This was one of the reasons that I was sucked into the community so easily, as I too was just looking for the truth. And what better way to explore the truth than with the help of an entire community of truthers? Now, the essence of a truther is that no matter what they find, what they uncover, they will, by virtue of being held to the high standards of a truther, be just that, honest and truthful about things. That means putting your own preconceived ideas to one side and evaluating the evidence, fairly and truthfully. There should be no agenda and therefore no need to withhold any of the truths you uncover, and more importantly, barefaced lying about things is not what truthers do. So the idea that truthers would lie simply did not cross my mind when I was actually looking for truth whilst inside the cult of Flat Earth. I had very high expectations of my fellow truth seekers and would rely upon them to keep me informed of the latest developments or discoveries inside the community. Basically, I was a complete moron for a time in thinking that all the other truthers in the community were being as thorough and honest with the truth as I was trying to be. As you can tell, now my flirf armour has been surgically prized from my body, I am able to see their lies and strawman arguments for all that it is. Several weeks ago, I released an image that is totally impossible on a flat plane. The fact it also matches the curve rate expected on a globe is totally irrelevant. The point was very succinct, very simple, and even a 6-year-old could understand the logic used in the deciphering and analysis of it. Sadly, it seems that the flirfs and the flirf leaders have yet to reach the mental age of 3.
The left side shows the horizon too far. Where's the geometric horizon? Can you point it out? Where's the Earth curve in here? If there's a proving Earth curve, can you draw it? Where's that?
And then I showed him the channel marker at 5.69 miles away that sits on the horizon, well within the geometric horizon's margin. Okay, and would you agree then that this object, which is clearly defined, is essentially on the horizon?
Well, yeah, I mean, it could be further than the horizon or closer than the horizon.
You've identified this area as being the horizon, and you wanted to talk about some objects, and you could claim that it was further away. I'm just trying to say, if this is an object that can be identified, we can then establish where the horizon is, correct?
Well, you would have to claim that that's right where the horizon is, and therefore you'd have to know for a fact that you're seeing the entirety of it all the way to the bottom, right? And then relative location to the horizon, which is why the sky appears to meet the ground. This is why you keep on trying to shift it back over to me, because I'm asking you very simply, just cut to it, is this geometric horizon a physical obstruction of Earth curvature or not?
Yeah, my point is very simple, though. It's because you've made a claim that the horizon is further than it should be. And what I'm saying is that I can identify objects in this image and prove to you that that's not the case. You've already identified that this line here is the horizon. And I can demonstrate that this object here that sits on the horizon is about the exact same distance you'd expect to be away on a globe for it to meet the horizon. Now, you said that this line was the horizon, but you also claimed earlier that you're seeing further than you should do. But I also presented proof before regarding this wind turbine over here. This turbine here that's only 41 meters tall, it sits at its base is at 220 meters or 218 meters above sea level. So that stem is 41 meters, right? How many of those stems to go all the way down to 220 meters
would you have to put in? Oh, you can clearly see that even Sleeping Warrior identified it, Brian's Logic identified it, the turbine was also picked up by Bev Try Thinking. This turbine is very clear on both images, and we know its hook height, we know its position, we know where it is, we know its elevation too. And that says that right here, if you're going to claim that this line is the horizon, you're looking at about 180 meters missing of this mountain of this turbine.
The next image. So there we go. We know that that's a circle. We know that the pathway in front of Blackpool Tower is here. We know that's exactly where it is, and we know that it's 12 meters above sea level. So when we calculate all that and we have the 12 meters over here, we can then get a scale of Blackpool Tower, and we can get a height of the mountains in the background in relation to Blackpool Tower. So all these calculations were leading up to, obviously, this image here, which is the final image. I'll get to that. How does a normal flirf expect you to believe You are a genuine truth seeker when you lie so much and make so much shit up that you really do follow rule number 1. If all else fails, make shit up. Why should the flirt believe a single word you say when all you lot do is lie through your back teeth, create strawman arguments and red herrings, rather than be the ultimate definition of a truther? And through all of this, they are still yet to address the argument, the tower and the hill, their relative sizes, and the very clear visual markings on the hill which show at least 350 metres below eye level. Now, why is eye level so important? It is because we do not rely on the geometric horizon for the calculation. Here we know 3 positions: the observer point, the town of Blackpool, and the tower and the big wheel. Also the hills behind. What do these things have in common? Well, when the tide is in, all 3 areas are essentially surrounded by water. The water comes right up to the beach of the observer, it fills up the channel between the observer and Blackpool, and on the other side, it fills up the channel between Fleetwood and Barrow in Furness.